Yo, what's up, guys? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Rich Pierre. I'm back on the scene once again. I'm coming to you with a whole nother video. But before we get started, like I said, and like I always do, I want to thank you guys for all the support, all the feedback that you guys gave to me, helping me perfect my craft and learn more just from you guys. For today's video, for today's motivational video, I wanted to just talk a little bit more on something that everybody deals with. Not just only me, not just only you, but everybody on earth deals with. Trying to figure out who you are. The simple question, who are you? It's a very common question that a lot of people are asked throughout majority times of their lives. Who are you? What are you about? What do you do? Things of that nature, right? But when it comes to just who you are, it all comes down to what your personality is, your presence, how you look, or maybe just what you do and how you do things, how you carry yourself. Those things alone can just paint a picture for someone else to figure out who you are. But one thing that a lot of people do struggle with is trying to figure it out or trying to figure out who they are. It's not an easy process. It definitely isn't. It's not something that you can figure out in 1 day, 2 days, a couple hours, a month, a week. You know, and sometimes you might not be able to figure it out over a course of a couple of years. It's all comes down to you taking your time to figure out who you are. It is very struggling to find who you are, especially with a lot of things that are happening in life, right? One thing that a lot of people, and I know a lot of you guys can definitely relate to this, you try to figure out who you are, but people are trying to force things onto you or try to push things onto you, influence or pressure you to be someone that they want you to be. Now, for example, we have family. Obviously, everyone has parents or everyone has a guardian or somebody that they look up to that kind of took care of them growing up, right? Those people can definitely contribute to who you are or how you become when you're in the future, right? Obviously, all your parents or all your guardians or whoever that's your caregiver, they want you to be the best person that you can possibly be, exploit all your talents and all those different things. That allows you to, just embrace who you are, reach your full potential. But there are times where you have those people, they kind of force things onto you when they think that's who you are, but in reality, that's not who you are. Even if they know that you're not that person, but they want you to be that person. That can be somewhat conflicting at times if it's not something that fits you and who you are. Growing up can definitely show you, build your character, and help you develop who you are as a person. It's not a smooth walk down the park. It's not no easy journey that you can just walk down, so casually and think that, oh, you're gonna figure it out sooner or later. It's kind of like you have to take control and make sure that you become who you want to be. If that's what you want, then go ahead and go get it. If that's what you want to be, then be that person. There's so many things that happen in life. There's so many bad, unexpected things that can change who you are, negativity, a lot of those things. I'm pretty big on just negativity and trying to neutralize it and trying not to let it overtake your world. It can definitely affect who you are as a person. It definitely affected me. I didn't grow up the best. I didn't grow up in nice homes or in a gated community. I didn't grow up with a lot of money or surrounded with people with a lot of money. We had a lot of problems here and there, and that really contributed to who I became. So with all those different negativities, sometimes there can be situations where you try to get away from it, and then you kind of run into more as you go through it. Or maybe people push you into a position or rush you into a situation, rush you into being someone that you don't really know if you're that person, but you're being pushed, Like I said, I didn't grow up the best, and I didn't have the most luxurious lifestyle growing up. So yes, I made a lot of mistakes. I hung around the wrong kind of people. I definitely did a lot of bad things here and there. And even though that wasn't me, a lot of people thought that, hey, that's him, that's Rich, that's who that guy is, right? And that definitely painted a picture for a lot of people to think of me. That's not who I am. And that just alone affected just how I was going to be, how I was growing up. Luckily, I was able to meet a lot of great people, a lot of amazing people that kind of turned it around, helped me figure it out, and helped me get back on the right track to being a much better person for myself. But not everybody gets that luxury. Not everybody's blessed in that way. There's a lot of people who don't see that there's so many amazing people in their lives. There are people that don't even know or might not even get those people early on before they fall into something so deep and they don't even know what they're doing, honestly. And it definitely takes a toll on just who you are and how you become and what you grow up to be. You rushing into things or you making mistakes, don't get me wrong, mistakes are totally fine. They happen all the time. I make mistakes, you make mistakes, everybody does. Mistakes are made for you to build your character, for you to be who you are and just embrace, because you're able to learn from the mistakes and not make those mistakes again. There are times where people make the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. You can't let that dictate or describe who you are. You can't let that paint a picture for you. So like I said earlier, you have to be able to take control and make sure that once you have control of what you're doing and what you want to be, it allows you to move a little bit more freely. It allows you to move a little bit more efficiently when it comes to just being who you want to be. There's a lot of outside sources that can come in and try to change who you are. There's a lot of different people, family, friends, maybe idols and stuff of that nature that can definitely impact who you are. There's a lot of people that look up to celebrities, they look up to famous people, they look up to athletes, singers, artists, you name it, businessmen, politicians. They look up to so many people, right? You don't want to copy that idol in a way where people can't figure out who you are, what makes you unique. It's all based off of what you are exposed to, what you grow up with, who are you growing up around. Some people grow up in luxurious lifestyles, like I mentioned earlier, or some people grow up really hard or really tough. Despite my childhood and how I grew up, I'm very blessed to just be in the position I am. And I'm very blessed that I'm the person I am today, because without a lot of those things in my past, I would not be the same person I am today. I really wouldn't. Without the amazing people I met in my life, the amazing people that came and go, literally those people and those different things, those experiences, those moments, those times that I had with them, they helped me become Ridge Pierre, the person that you're watching, the person that I'm on your screen, whether if it's a phone screen, TV screen, whatever. Don't get me wrong, I don't even know myself all the way yet, but I'm working at it. And it took me a very long time to figure out who I wanted to be, or it took a lot of time to just figure out who Ridge was. It definitely took a long process, a lot of pain, a lot of negativity, a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, left and right. It just all takes a toll, and it definitely impacts who I am. And like I said, I'm truly blessed, and I think everything from the good to the bad, from the great to the awful, I'm grateful for every single thing. There are a lot of people who tend to not be as grateful for a lot of things that happen in their life. And sometimes holding regrets, grudges, or a lot of negativity in your heart can hold you back from really becoming who you are. And that alone can definitely change you in a way that you don't really want to be. Because there's a lot of people that you see that live miserable lives, like absolutely miserable. But what do? You can try and help them and uplift them as much as you can. Me, I'm not a miracle worker. I don't just speak and then people are healed. I can't do that. But I can definitely help someone at least change their perspective or look at things differently. And maybe, or hopefully, those things can change them for the better. And that's what a lot of people would want. At least that's what I want, because I want you guys to be better. I'm trying to better myself and try to be the best person I could possibly be. One thing that I grew up saying, you have to be 2 times better than the person you were yesterday, because that alone can just help develop just who you are. You are going to see so many changes, and life is going to change for you every day. Life is going to be different for you. A lot of people are going to look at you and be like, why is that person's life so different? Why is that person so much better? Or why is that person doing so much better? How is this person so much happier when they're living a life like this? It's because you put yourself there. It's because you wanted to be there. It's because mentally you want to figure out who you are, and those are steps that you can take to get there. Life can definitely impact who you are, and life throws a lot of different haymakers at you, but you have to figure out and have to keep being able to get up and find out who you are. Are you strong? Are you a boss? Are you a follower? Are you a leader? Are you a sweet person, nice person? Are you a mean person? Are you super unique? Are you kind of basic? Are you uplifting and motivating, kind of like me? Are you a person that's kind of like a diamond in the dust, an underground king or queen? All those things alone are very important into trying to figure out who you are as a person. Do not be afraid to go out your way and try new things. Do not be afraid to risk things, because if you hesitate too long, sometimes doors may close. Sometimes opportunities to find out who you are may change. There's always a new opportunity opening up, another door, another door, and another door. But it's on you on whether if you want to walk in. It's your life. You control it however you want to control it. I know figuring out who you are as a person is very difficult, because it was very difficult for me. And I'm not even saying it as if I'm done or if I figured it out already, but best believe that I'm still working at it, and I'm still trying to figure out myself. I'm not perfect. I'm really not. Nobody's perfect. Being imperfect is totally okay. Best believe that things will start looking up for you, especially with a positive mindset. Like in my previous video, I spoke a lot about positivity and being able to obtain it and trying to figure it out. Being positive about yourself and being positive about who you are, that's definitely really important too. If you're not happy with who you are, you gotta change it. Some people are not used to change. Some people don't like it, but it's all part of building your character, building who you want to be. I definitely had to do that, and it took some time for me to change. It took some time for me to figure things out and try to get myself on the right track. But I'm so happy that I did, and I'm so happy that the people that came into my life did that for me as well, because I wouldn't be here without them. I wouldn't be here without my positive mindset as well, or just being optimistic. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this, and just think about it. Who are you really? And how do people describe who you are? What are some things that make you unique from others? Think of those 3 questions. Think about what I said earlier. And if you want to put it down in the comments, do so. Give me some more ideas to talk about. Give me some more topics that you want me to talk about, or my perspective on different things that can help you guys out. If you guys want to ask me more questions, like I said, hit up my DMs, put it down in the comments. I read all of it. But thank you for tuning in for this video. I'm checking out.